Our modern human brain is an evolutionary feat that has been developed for more than 520 million years, which makes our species stand out from all the creatures on Earth. However, there is no denying that other animal species are amazing and intelligent in their own way too. Depending on your definition, some basic hallmarks of intelligence, from decision-making to learning, can even be found in creatures that don't have brains at all. Welcome to Give a Fact, and you are watching the top animals that don't have brains. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content, or tell us what you want to learn more about in the comment section below. Now let's get straight into the video, shall we? 1. Sea urchins. Sea urchins are small, spiny, and round creatures that use their hard shell to defend against more agile predators. Thanks to that, they can live for up to 200 years, while having marine vegetation like algae and kelp as their main source of food. Sea urchins live on the sea floor that is up to 15,000 feet deep down in the oceans because they can't swim. They can only walk slowly along the ocean floor, with the help from very small tube-shaped feet among the spines. There are about 950 species of sea urchins, of which only 18 species are edible. Did you know that carrier crabs use sea urchins to defend against predators? Sea urchins don't have brains, but they can respond to light. How can this happen? The answer lies in its genome. In 2006, scientists successfully figured out the full genome of the purple sea urchin and found that it has 230,000 genes, including several that were associated with eyes. These genes are similar to a master gene in mammals, including us humans, called PAX6, which control the development of our eyes. They also have 2 clusters of light-sensitive cells, which connect to a single nerve running down the length of each foot, forming a central ring of nerves. Through this brilliant network, sea urchins are nothing but big, efficient eyes that can detect and react to light. 2. Jellyfish. Jellyfish are interesting marine animals with umbrella-shaped bells and trailing tentacles. Their whole body is made up of water mostly, and they don't have any organs like bones, hearts, and even brains. They are not aggressive, but are famous for their ability to sting, which they use to defend themselves against predators and dangers. Jellyfish only eat small plants, small fish, fish eggs, larvae, and other small sea creatures. When they are on the hunt, they use their long tentacles to grab their prey and digest them pretty quickly to ensure that they will not sink too deep into the ocean. Did you know that most jellyfish have bioluminescent genes, meaning that they can produce their own light in the dark? As mentioned earlier, jellyfish don't have brains like us. Instead, they have 2 nervous systems. The large network and the small network each serve different functions and control different parts of their bodies. Their smaller network of nerves covers all of their bodies, which allows them to locate where the parts of their body are and to control them for hunting. Meanwhile, their larger network of nerves has finger-like structures on the edge of their bells, called rhopalia. This part of the jellyfish gives them the sense of up and down, like what our inner ears do, and sense light as well as chemicals. These structures are also located near the swimming muscles to help control swimming. Many jellyfish have circadian or daily rhythms, which means they behave differently during the day and night. According to Rebecca Helm, a researcher at Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute, it could be that the evolution of a centralized nervous system occurred really early on the branch humans are on, but the jellyfish's ancestors branched off to one side of the tree of life, that they didn't evolve a brain. Because of this biological trait, jellyfish are often treated worse than other animals. Perhaps brains are overrated, and it may be worth remembering that though they lack a brain, jellies still have nerves. Did you know that in 1991, scientists put thousands of moonfish jellyfish on the Space Shuttle Columbia to see how microgravity would affect them? What they found was that the jellyfish multiplied, and those who were born in space had a problem handling gravity. 3. Starfish. Although they are called starfish, they are not technically fish. They are flat aquatic animals that move slowly and stick to the ocean floor. They can move around using their 5 or more arms. There are more than 2,000 distinct species of starfish discovered so far. The most notable types include common starfish, sunflower starfish, royal starfish, necklace starfish, and chocolate chip sea stars. Each of them is found in different places while having distinct colors and creative forms. Their mouth is usually located in the middle of their disc, and they mainly consume all types of small ocean life, like mussels, oysters, clams, sea snails, fish, and even other starfish. Mammals like seals and otters may choose to eat them as a snack. Other treats include birds, crabs, and large carnivorous fish. Did you know that a starfish can live up to 40 years old and will continue to develop and regrow their limbs as they age? Just like jellyfish, starfish don't have blood and a brain. Instead, they have a complex nervous system that enables them to feel and make important decisions for survival, from finding food to avoiding danger. For example, an adult sunflower sea star can reportedly move at speeds of up to a meter per minute, thanks to its 15,000 tube feet. So what is this complex nervous system? Surrounding its mouth is a nerve ring that's connected to each of its arms. Neurons stimulate the muscles on each of the sea star's 2 feet, which are located on the underside of its body. Additionally, a sea star has eye spots at the tip of each arm. These eye spots have light-sensitive pigments that enable them to sense light and darkness in their surroundings. Starfish's skin is covered in small spines, and the bottom of its limbs are usually lined with hundreds of small tubular feet that are used for gradual movement. 4. Portuguese man-o-war. The Portuguese man-o-war isn't a single animal, but a colony of creatures working together. Starting out as a flat, worm-like organism, it sprouts polyps, each of which develops into a new part of the man-o-war. One kind of polyp grows up to be the float. Others grow into tentacles and feeding tubes. Together, they make a deadly combination, which thrives in warm oceans and has been considered the most dangerous creatures in the sea. The Portuguese man-o-war doesn't swim. Instead, it is only propelled by the wind and drifts on the water surface thanks to its gas-filled float, commonly called bladder. Even though it doesn't have a nervous system, it can react to stimuli. The Portuguese man-o-war is covered in venom-filled nematocysts that are used to paralyze and kill fish and other small creatures. They have twisting tentacles hanging as long as 150 feet down from the float. When a small fish brushes up against the tentacles, even just at the slightest touch, tiny barbed harpoons shoot out, each injecting the victim fish with a stinging dose of poison. The victim will die as a result. It will be slowly brought up towards the feeding tubes near the float to digest it. Did you know that even when the colony is dead for weeks, the man-o-war's tentacles can still sting? 5. Sea anemones. Sea anemones are cnidarians, like jellyfish and corals, and unlike most species that evolve later, they don't have discrete brains. Instead, they have diffuse nets of nerves running through their bodies. The sea anemone has a plant-like appearance. However, it is very much alive and seeking food, which it uses its long tentacles to catch and eat. A unique characteristic of the sea anemone is its ability to alter its shape. This act is accomplished by retracting and turning the long muscles in their tentacles. It's an amazing thing to see as they change form and shape while swaying in the water. It's indicative of how, despite the lack of a brain, animals can use sensors to react to their surroundings. For example, when sea anemones are threatened, they will retract their tentacles and close the hole on their top surface that serves as both mouth and anus. Their tentacles also contain stinging cells called nematocytes that inject a toxin into their opponent, leaving strips of stinging skin on their luckless victims. And that is a wrap. What did you learn from this video? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope that our educational videos will help spread the knowledge so everyone can protect our world and biodiversity together. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you find our videos useful and want us to make more videos. Until next time, give a fact.